Are you tired of the old-fashioned way of hosting your apps and services on servers? Are you ready to embrace the future of cloud computing and take your business to the next level? Then you're in the right place. In this video, we'll introduce you to the exciting world of serverless and microservices architecture. Now, chances are you've probably heard of these buzzwords being thrown around a lot lately. But what do they actually mean? And more importantly, which one is the best choice for your business? In this comprehensive guide, we'll demystify the concepts behind serverless and microservices, and we'll help you understand the key differences and benefits. So grab your coffee and let's embark on a journey to discover the future of cloud computing. But before we dive into the nitty-gritty details, let's define what we mean by serverless and microservices architecture. So let's start with serverless architecture. It is also known as function as a service, FaaS. This is a way of building and running applications and services without the need to provision, scale, or maintain servers. With serverless, you can simply write and deploy your code as independent functions, and the cloud provider will take care of everything else, including executing your code in response to triggers, scaling up or down based on demand, and charging you only for the actual usage. This means that with serverless, you can focus on writing code and building features without worrying about infrastructure or operational overhead. You can also take advantage of the pay-per-use pricing model, which can save you money on the idle resources and unnecessary upfront investments. On the other hand, microservices architecture is a way of building applications as a suite of small, independent, and modular services, each running its own process and communicating with each other through APIs. The main idea behind microservices is to break down a monolithic application into small, more manageable pieces that can be developed, deployed, and scaled independently. According to a recent survey by Cloud Native Computing Foundation, CNCF, which is a Linux Foundation project that was founded in 2015 to help advance container technology and align the tech industry around its evolution, 63% of respondents are using or evaluating serverless technology. And guess what? And another 27% plan to adopt it in future. This indicates a strong demand for serverless as a way to build and deploy applications in the cloud. Similarly, microservices have also seen widespread adoption, with over 70% of respondents to the same survey reporting the use of microservices in their organizations. Now, this reflects the growing recognition of the benefits of building applications as a suite of independently deployable services, such as faster deployment cycles, easier maintenance, and improved scalability. In addition to the adoption of businesses, both serverless and microservices have also seen significant growth in terms of vendor offering and ecosystem support. Now, we know what the major cloud providers are: Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud. They all offer serverless platforms and tools, as well as support for microservices architecture. Let us start with the benefits of serverless first. First and foremost, serverless architectures allow you to focus on code and features, not infrastructure. It enables a more agile and flexible development process. Another benefit that I like the most, always trying to keep an eye on the cost for running an experiment, is that it offers pay-per-use pricing and can save money on idle resources. And finally, it improves reliability and scalability through automatic scaling. So these are the benefits that we have for microservices architecture. Next, let's turn our attention to the benefits of microservices. Number one, the microservices enable faster delivery of new features and faster time to market. Secondly, it allows for a more distributed and scalable development process. Thirdly, it improves the reliability and maintainability through isolation of issues. And finally, it makes it easier to scale systems horizontally by adding or removing services as needed. Moving forward, let's explore the power of serverless and microservices architecture as we take a closer look at some of the top brands in the industry who are leveraging the cutting-edge architecture to improve their efficiency, agility, and scalability. Let's start with Netflix. So Netflix uses serverless to power its streaming platform, allowing it to handle millions of users and deliver high-quality video content with minimal infrastructure overhead. Airbnb uses serverless to build and deploy its internal tools and applications, improving the speed and agility of its development process and reducing infrastructure complexity. Looking at a couple of examples of microservices in use, so Amazon uses microservices to build and deploy its e-commerce platform, improving the agility and scalability of the platform and providing a seamless shopping experience to its customers. And finally, another large company that uses microservices is Uber. Uber uses microservices to build and deploy its ride-hailing platform, decomposing its complex and distributed system into smaller and more manageable services. So what does this all mean? From global giants to startups, these companies are using serverless and microservices to improve and offer the best of customer experience to their end users. Now, it's your turn to learn from their successes and implement these strategies for your own business. But before you make that final decision, let's unveil the secrets of the most advanced IT infrastructure strategies, and quickly let's compare the serverless and the microservices architecture to help you choose wisely. Let's start with serverless. Serverless is like a pay-as-you-go model for running your code, where you only pay for actual execution of your functions and don't have to worry about the infrastructure management. This can be a cost-effective option for businesses with simple and well-defined workloads, such as isolated tasks or perhaps event-driven computing. On the other hand, microservices allow you to build and deploy large, complex applications as a suite of independent services, which can be developed and scaled independently. Microservices offer more flexibility in terms of language and infrastructure choices, making it a good option for businesses that require a high degree of customization and control on their IT infrastructure. On the other hand, serverless is tied to a cloud provider's ecosystem and may be less flexible in terms of customizing the underlying infrastructure. Now, one downside to serverless is that it may have higher latency due to cold starts, while microservices have lower latency due to persistent state and connections. Mitigation techniques such as connection pooling, caching, and load balancing can be used to address latency concerns for both of these architectures. Last but not least, for the kinds of customers we work with, mostly small and medium-sized enterprises, if you have limited resources or a small team, then serverless might be the more practical option for you. The reason is that it requires fewer resources to set up and maintain. On the other hand, if you have a large team and are willing to invest more in infrastructure management, then microservices might be a better choice, as it allows for a more distributed and scalable development process. And with that, we have reached the end of our journey through the intricacies of serverless and microservices architecture. By now, you should hopefully have a good understanding of the key differences between these two technologies and how they can be utilized to revolutionize your business efficiency, scalability, and flexibility. But remember, the key to success lies in finding the perfect balance between the two powerful technologies. Each come with their own unique set of benefits and trade-offs. And it's essential to consider your business's specific needs before making a decision. Don't stop here though. The world of technology is always changing and evolving. So stay ahead of the curve by subscribing to our channel for the latest and greatest trends and developments. And if you have any questions or want to learn more, leave a comment below and our team would be more than happy to assist you. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we'll see you in our next video. Until next time, goodbye.